This is the process of removing the film from the canister and putting it into what's called a development tank, so we can develop the film into negatives. This process has to be done in complete darkness, not in the dark room, but in the loading room where it's completely dark. I'm demonstrating this out in the light, obviously, so it can be seen. The pieces that you're going to need are obviously your film canister. Again, make sure that it's completely closed up. You don't want to remove any of these parts yet. You're going to need a development tank. Inside that development tank, you have two pieces. You have a post that fits down into the center of the tank, and you have a funnel. This funnel is to allow you to pour chemicals into the tank, but the funnel keeps light from entering the inside of the tank. The other thing you're going to need is a film reel. You're going to load the film onto this reel, and this reel will get loaded into the tank, which you'll see in a minute. You'll also want a pair of scissors. You're going to need to cut the film a little bit in the dark, so you're going to want to have a pair of scissors with you. So, as I said, opening the film film canister to remove the film has to be done in complete darkness. So when you're in the room and the lights are turned off, you want to feel for the knob that extends out. Take that knob and put it down on a hard surface. When you push down on a hard surface, the back of the film canister will pop off. It's the easiest way to open it. Some people use their fingernails. You can pop it, but at risk of breaking a nail, you can just push that little knob down and it pops the back of the film, or the other side of the film canister open. You then use your fingers to extract the film, trying to be careful not to touch the film too much. Obviously you're going to have to touch it a little bit, but the less that you can touch it, the better, because the oils and dirt on your fingers can affect the film. You're going to extract the film, and it will unravel on you a little bit, but you want to locate the end of the film. You remember we had the lead here that helped us load it into the camera. We now want to cut that lead off. So I'm going to let go of the film and just let it hang. And I'm going to put the lead of the film kind of between my fingers, and this is where you're going to need your scissors. Take your scissors, snip it straight across, so you have a nice straight edge of the film. Once you have that cut off, you grab your film reel. The film reel has two little feet, little pegs here. That's where you're going to load the film here. You want to line those up. As you notice, the film reel does kind of rotate. You don't want them off center, you want them lined up together. So locate those with your fingers. You can kind of feel them sticking out. What I tend to do is just put my hand, I pinch it between my fingers and then put my index finger and my middle finger right on top of those little knobs so I can help locate it, because again, we're doing this in darkness. With your other hand, you take your film and you're going to feed the film right underneath the feet, not on top, directly underneath. Feed it in and take your finger and just kind of push it a little bit until it goes in for a couple inches. Okay, as you can see, it's now being fed underneath. It's on that first little track. Once it's on that track, you grab the film reel and turn. Holding one side still, the other side turns. And what that does is it grabs the film and starts to feed the film onto the reel. Keep turning until you get to the very end. At some point you're going to feel the post that was inside the film canister that's going to come to the end. Okay, you don't want to try to yank that off because it could pull the film off of the reel. So again, grab your scissors and try to trim it off. Okay, make sure the film is on there completely. Make sure there's no film just hanging off. Once it's loaded onto the reel, you're going to now go to your development tank. Take the final lid off. Grab your post, and you're going to slide the film onto the post. Very important that the film goes all the way down to the bottom. Okay, don't let the film sit at the top. Make sure it's slid all the way down to the bottom. Drop it into the tank, and then the funnel lid goes on top. Last step before you come out into the light, turn the funnel lid until it clicks into place. Okay, if you're not sure if it's locked, give it a tug, or even just take the funnel lid or the canister and turn it upside down. If it's locked, it's not going anywhere. If you don't have it locked, if you think it's locked but it's not, this could fall out, and if that happens, if light gets to the film, it's completely ruined. So make sure your lid is on secure and locked into place. Once it's locked into place, you're now able to come out into the light and start developing your film into negatives.